This video is going to record my experience of using the website, primarily for my own use, but later for maybe for other people. On the home page, this is fine. Starts off quite nicely. It scrolls down. The boxes are all working. I'm not really looking at content at this point. Now, I'm not so keen on how this bit works because depending on how big you've got your window, this image can be somewhat caught. If you look here, you will see that the text has been overrun going over that image, and if you have a smaller window, you'll find that that situation gets worse. I think what we perhaps would be better doing, in the way this mobile sales system works, maybe the Snappy sales system works in the same way, so that you've got a consistent window. I mean, I know it looks nice, the balance of the phone image on that side, but I think that one works well, as does this one. So what we've actually got to do is we need to make this particular screen here consistent with the other stuff that we've got. Okay, first page. Wander through the links. If we go to resources, I mean, there's nothing very much to say about that. It's you know, white page with a few links in. That's taken some time. I don't know what the issue is there. Okay, so we've got the BizNet 3 order form going, that's fine. I'm just waiting for Snappy Box here. Give it a minute or two. Okay, that's come on. Obviously on a production system that needs to be much sharper than that. I want a fast link here. On a very quick computer, there's no excuse for this sort of tardiness. Go back up to the top. Here the menu's kind of got it's restricted. We're not seeing all the entries that are in here. If we go back to the top, you've got resources, blog, contact, tour, pricing. When you come into resources, that menu is truncated. Those extra items need to be in place around here. We can't not have the full menus system reflected through the whole product. That's just not right. So here we're seeing we're on the blog page again. Don't see the links in place here. That needs to be sorted out, I think. Obviously the blogs are not up to date and there needs to be some more in there. So that's fine, but again we need the link sorting out so that we can use the system properly. Clicking on home doesn't appear to do anything here. now they're clicking on Snappy, so we've got a bus link there. Okay. Contact, again, same criticism. Where's the menu? Should be there. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing much to say about this page at the moment. It does what it's supposed to do, so let's go with it. Yeah, clicking on Snappy then does take us back, so that link works well. So let's go to the meat of the thing, which is all the work that's been put into doing the tour. Here we go. I mean, what on earth is going on here? Why is this being thrown over to this part of the web page? That's, you know, really is not good enough. What is going on? That must be centered. I can't see why that hasn't been centered. Click off the tour, go home again. Again, click. So by default, you've got something coming over here, which should be centered on the screen. Just doesn't look good. So I'm just going to work through these one by one. Snappy product strategy, that's fine, that works well, takes me to the right page. If I scroll down the page here, again, look here, and this is, we'll see this problem later on. There, when we take it up, this disappears. What needs to happen is that, and I'm not going to be 100% sure of the terminology here, what needs to happen is at this point, that's where your frame should be. Stuff needs to go behind this menu bar and that frame. What's happening on this is that it almost seems to want to do it, but because it kind of sort of disappears there, but then pop, up it comes again. So it may be. And the other thing I'm not desperately keen on is changing the size of this logo. It serves no purpose, and what seems to actually be happening with this, you see where it changes there to a smaller logo, is that you've got something that's overwriting that. Whilst this one is in place, the rocket is going behind the letters. The minute the other one comes in, this new one, it doesn't work. So I don't know whether you've got your Z order of the frames wrong, but that really does need to be addressed. There's a matter of some urgency. Okay, I am not really looking at the text here. Obviously, to say what I think we're going to need to do with this text is to break it down. I think there are too many words on each page. There's nothing wrong with any of these words, but there's too much there. That needs to be broken up into a different way, because it's all coming about the product strategy, and maybe what we can just have is a paragraph and a link to further pages with the additional data in place. Clicking on next takes me through to the get started page, and here we can see that our smaller Snappy, and that's working all right. Again, I would just be consistent and keep the old bigger one in, because that works better on the other pages. Click everything, just fill it in, see what happens. Oh, that's weird. Start again. it comes back to this point. I mean, that really isn't good enough either. We need something to come up saying thank you for your submission and returning to the calling page or taking you back home or some such thing. That's just, again, not really very good. So, okay. So let's go. We've had a look at the tour on the first thing. Bring up the tour again. So that's Snappy product strategy. Let's have a look at role in sales. This is the sales role page. Again, same errors we had last time. The new logo changing shape, this thing disappearing. Keep the old logo. I think these blocks of text are much more digestible to the ones that were in the previous. They're quite short and sharp, and you know, they could be expanded upon or put through to different links. So that works well. Next, yeah, I'm not going to do this stuff again. Same problem here with the disappearing content again. Nice short, sharp blocks of text. Works well. Sales process. Yes, this is a nice page, like this diagram. Again, problem with the text, the frame in the wrong place. Big chunk of text here that needs to be broken up somehow. Click on next, click on submit if I've done something. Just takes me back here. That has, again, I guess that's generic. That needs to be fixed. So that's looking at the tour that way. Let's just click into the tour. Now, clicking into the tour here is loading up in the proper place. I think what we really need to do with this tour thing is we need to make this like the only object that can be used or in some such way, or clicking back on the main screen reverts that. This business going on of the menus moving around behind, well, I've got this screen in front again. It's pretty naff. That needs to be addressed. So we've looked at these various things, looked at the tools, and obviously I guess these links are the same as this one and this one, 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 this one. Again, we've got a load of separate links in here, and that actually takes us to the right point in the text, which is fantastic, like that. So again, customer and industry, like that. Again, those could be broken up into separate URLs, of course, which I think would work well. So all of those links are working nicely. Yeah, I've nothing to say much about this. If it's working, it's working. Again, apart from the scrolling bit at the top, which I've moaned at enough. Here's a weird circumstance. It's just not coming up now. What's causing that? So let me go back home, see if it works better there. So yeah, it is working there, but it's in its weird wrong place. Yeah, all those tags and links are working nicely. Again, maybe they go to separate pages in the future, but at this stage they're working fine. Take a look at the pricing page. Oh, so I can't get pricing up now. Again, that's weird. Okay, got it. Problem with the top of the screen there. We've got all the offers, we've got the features. Again, is that going anywhere? No. So obviously we've got some sort of links in here which either haven't been written or have not been linked in. Limits again, either not done or okay. I see enterprise features, projects. We've go to the consulting module, blah 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 blah. Tell you what to do. Obviously, well, those could be filled out a little bit better at some future stage. Call to discuss. That does nothing. So there's a bit of work which needs doing on this page, but I don't think that's kind of like fundamental, like some of the other problems that I managed to identify. So, in summary, key issues I've got with this. First of all, this business here of the frames changing and not being in the right order. Second thing that I've got is when I go to home and I click on tour, it's in the wrong place. It's not anchored to the center. Third issue that I've got is we are not getting the top menu being reflected through all of the site again, which is dopey. Another issue that we've got, and I don't know if I can reproduce it, is that when I start on the tour and I go back to the tour, the behaviour of the system behind the tour box is weird, and sometimes it doesn't show, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to replicate that. If I go here, come back to the tour, yeah. No, there we go. There we replicate it. Okay. So the problem is, if you're on a page and you click on tour, and you go back to the tour and you click on the same page you're already on, it will overwrite the options. Okay. I think there's plenty there to be going on with. I'm going to have to put some of this down and document it as how it sits together, and look at how the future should go. That'll probably be as a paper document, which will support this. Thank you. Bye.